Chief of Police, can I get your name?
Bob Kleins.
Bob Kleins. Can you tell me the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
5 elements of the First Amendment?
Yeah, the United States Constitution.
No, right now I could not. Right?
Well, you'd have to know it to be able to apply it, right?
Yeah, but if you've been living it for 34 years, you should be able to apply it without even thinking. It's better if you can apply it without thinking.
It's better if you can apply it without thinking
than have to sit there and recite it to yourself. To be honest with you, brother, right off the top of my head with the Constitution.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is News Now Ninja. Today's video is a huge shout out to one of my favorite channels out there and one of my good friends, Auditing Erie County. And in this video, you're gonna see, in my opinion, one of the most incompetent police chiefs I've ever seen on the internet today. And not only that, he's willing to admit that he somehow upholds his oath to the Constitution, even though he does not know the Constitution. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments section. All original links will be in the description. Let Erie County know that Ninja sent you, and let's get straight to it.
You bet. Thank you.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
What, who are you, lieutenant?
I'm chief.
You're the chief? I seen the stars. I thought maybe the chief. I thought it said lieutenant there, but quick question.
I was lieutenant.
Well, at one time, huh? Yeah. I thought that, is that what it says on the, yeah, the badge says lieutenant, but Chief of Police, can I get your name?
Bob Kleins.
Bob Kleins. Can you tell me the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
5 elements of the First Amendment?
Yeah, the United States Constitution.
No, right now I could not.
Really?
Yeah.
As Chief of Police, you couldn't tell me the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
You asked me a question, I answered.
If I give you a hint, I'll give you the first 3.
Right off the top of my head, man.
Come on, you swore an oath to that, Chief. But let me give you the first 3. That's freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of the press. You don't know the last 2?
You said the freedom of... Say it again?
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of the press. So the first 5 elements.
To be honest with you, brother, right off the top of my head with the Constitution.
top of my head with the Constitution.
Yeah, I did there.
How long have you been a police officer?
34 years.
34 years? So you swore that oath a long time ago and forgot that Constitution, huh?
Well, I don't remember the entire... How would I remember every single word of the...
Well, I mean, don't you think it's important if you swore an oath to that Constitution to be able to uphold it? You'd have to know it, right?
I think the most important thing, right, would be to protect people's rights, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so this police chief just said that the most important thing would be to protect people's rights. But how can you do so if you don't know what said rights are? And truly, I would like to know what he thinks our rights are compared to what they actually are. Let's keep pushing.
Exactly.
The right to assemble.
Right.
And the right to redress your grievances to your government are the other 2.
Right.
What about what about the 3rd
Amendment
Amendment of the United States
Constitution? You gotta be able to apply that. You don't necessarily have to recite it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you'd have to know it to be able to apply it, right?
Yeah, but if you've been living it for 34 years, you should be able to apply it without even thinking.
What the hell did you just say?
Been living it for 34 years, you should be able to apply it without even thinking.
Why would you have to think of it? Right? It's better if you can apply it without thinking than have to sit there and recite it to yourself.
All right, what's the 3rd?
Is that correct?
What's the 3rd
Is that
Amendment?
correct?
Is it? I don't think that's correct.
Yes,
I think that's a little
correct,
out there.
Because I've been applying it for 34 years. I don't have to recite it.
All right, what's the 3rd Amendment of the United States Constitution?
Yeah, and I've been applying it for 34 years. Why do I have to recite it? It doesn't make any sense.
What do you guys think about that? You guys let me know what you think about the Chief of Police here that doesn't know it, but he can apply it.
Yeah. It just comes natural for me.
It just comes natural for me.
Natural, huh?
Yeah. Been doing it for 34 years. I don't have to recite it. It's just a natural thing for me.
I'm sure you know your way in and out of the 4th Amendment, though, right?
The 4th Amendment as far as the search and seizures?
Correct. That's a good one to know, be able to. Well, thanks a lot. Let's see if Captain knows the first 5.
Good for you.
But it's at Riverside. Oh, okay.
Hey, Captain. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need you to redeem this for the department from the Chief of Police. Wasn't sure of it. Do you know the 5 elements of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution? Do you know all 5 elements?
No.
So let me ask you this, though, Captain, because he was asking you the same thing. If you've been living it for 40 years of your career, wouldn't it just come natural to apply it? You don't have to recite it.
You could just do it naturally without knowing it?
We've been living it for our entire careers. So why do we have to recite it if we're living it?
Yeah, that's right.
The question is, how can you live it
Because we've been living
and perform it if you don't know it?
We've been applying it in our career for so many years. We've been living it.
You know what they call that? They call that qualified immunity. You don't have to know the law, do you?
That's what
You don't know. You don't have to know the law when you got qualified immunity, huh?
call it that. We strive.
All right, wait. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you one last chance. One last chance, all right? I'm gonna give you the first three of the First Amendment, and see if you can name off the last ones. So the First Amendment is freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of the press. Right? Do you know the other two? No? That is the captain and the chief of police of the city of Tonawanda down here. You guys are the city of Tonawanda, right?
Yeah, city.
City of Tonawanda. I don't want to say the town of Tonawanda. It's the city of Tonawanda. Doesn't know the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, but they can enforce it.
We live it.
That's what they call qualified immunity, right? You guys don't need to know it because you qualify for immunity if you don't know the law.
Call it.
If they don't know the law, they can qualify for qualified immunity.
So you're just making something up, brother.
What do you mean? The answer I wanted you guys to know what you swore an oath to. I think that's legit. What do you guys think? Should the chief of police and the captain of a police department know the First Amendment? Or should they just be able to live it? That's the chief of police and the captain of the city of Tonawanda, New York down here doesn't know the First Amendment, but they can enforce it. Please in the comment section, please explain to me how that works, guys. Chief, by the way, it's not my opinion that's going to count. It's the people when they see this that's going to count. The people you swore an oath to uphold that constitutional rights to, their opinion is going to matter, not mine so much. But it was nice talking to you.
Always good talking.
So far, not that one so far.
Where's your stipend?
Well, I have it.
Everybody, and keep in mind that this video in total is around 30 minutes originally, and this video comes equipped with tons of epic encounters of public employees that do not understand the people's rights. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments section. Do not forget to get to the link in the description and let them know that News Now Ninja sent you, and I will see you all on the next one.
Videotape my guys and ask them questions about things like the Constitution and all of that.
Why, you don't want the office looking bad?
It's
We got to train those boys better. We can't just
I would
limit
love
the press.
I would love to train them better. I would love to do all of that. But I don't need you over there goading them or anything like that because they don't know something. You're a smart guy.
Listen, your recruiter knew more than the chief of police. That says something, doesn't it?
That's a great thing that he knew that aspect of something.
Well, the aspect that you swore an oath to.
See,
He swore an oath. Those kids swore an oath. We got to teach these kids what they're swearing an oath to.
so
Let's hope they know what the Third Amendment is. You know what the Third Amendment is?
what I'm asking is you don't.
I hear what
you
you're
don't go over
asking,
there and
but I'm
record
gonna have to
them, like you just did
respectfully.
to me.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline.
Like you just did for me, right? Because I told you, you said, "Oh, I'm going to record you." I said no, and then you started recording me.